All right, crew, you were a high school starting quarterback. Now you're the starting free safety at BYU. What's your journey been like to go from getting the ball to trying to pick off the ball?
It's been a journey for sure. I would say a lot of ups, downs, a lot of frustration I had to fight through. When I initially made the switch when I was up in Logan, I made the switch to defensive back. I didn't really have coaching as far as like I needed to start square one. Like, hey, I don't even know how to like get into a stance and backpedal. Like, if you watch me backpedal, Jacob Robinson was at Utah State with me at the time, and he was like, he was talking to me about it over the weekend. He's like, dude, I remember the first time I saw you backpedal versus like seeing you now. He's like, it was so bad. Now that I'm on the defensive side of the ball, I don't know that I'd want to be on the other side.
You've switched over, converted completely.
I am, yeah. It took about 3 years for me to have the full conversion, but we're here, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you have your own podcast too. Laced Up is the name?
Yeah, Laced Up podcast. I try to throw out an episode weekly. Ben Bywater's kind of co-hosting with me right now. And we just really just get on, chop it up. It's nothing too formal. Initially I did it because I was like, I want something like, BYU actually does a really good job of this versus like most places, but usually when you see an athlete talking, it's a post-game interview, whatever, and you've got these certain things you gotta say it a certain way, right? We all know how that goes. So I was like, let's get something going where we can just hop on and just talk, and people can get to know players on a more personal level, especially the BYU fans.
Okay, let's break down some plays from this one. You start the game off with the TFL.
So we're in a man coverage here. I got my eyes on the tight end. As you can see, he rocks back there. And honestly, I didn't think they'd start off the game throwing it right to him, but I love this play. You've seen me make this tackle a couple times this season. This is the same, very similar play that I made the third down stop at TCU, just going in the opposite direction. I had another one like this at Sam Houston. So you can see eyes on the tight end here, runs back. And at this point, I know what he's doing. He's going to the flat and then ends up catching it a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, and that's an easy tackle for me, just going through the legs. And that's how Coach Hill always teaches us when we make that tackle, it's through the legs. So
he would know, as the safety coach and a former DB himself.
Right, right. So when you do it his way, it works. That's what he always says.
Have it your way, Burger King, let's go.
Right.
Okay, then you have an interception in this game, and this is a big play in the game.
Big play. So I had been getting grief all week from last week. I dropped my interception. And so let's see, from the start, I just remember seeing, so QB's not ready for the snap, boom, hits him in the chest. I'm like, I only see one receiver, everybody else is blocking. I'm like, I guess I'll drop to this guy. Not like, I'm like, there's no way he throws it, but there's no one else for me to cover. Go ahead, and he throws it right to me, and I'm like, here we go. So I see the end zone, I'm going. I see some blocks, cut back, there we go, run out of gas. Oh no, I'm tired. So
at the 20, you were on empty?
I was bummed out about that. I wanted to score. I feel like I should have had a pick six last week, and so this is my redemption time.
And even if, unfortunately, Max Tooley's called for a crack back.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I remember right here, I'm like, holy cow, it hit me right about probably the 50-yard line. I'm like, I have a pick. I'm running a pick back. I might get a pick six against Texas. Like, this is something I've always dreamed of. So that was cool. That was a cool moment. And then, yeah, I get tackled. And at that point, I'm like, hold on to the ball. Don't drop it.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Okay, then in the end zone, a PBU. This is a great play.
Yes, ball snapped. I see him release. He's not blocking. Okay, boom, we're in pass. And based on his alignment, he's got two options. He's either going across the formation or he's going out on an out route or a corner route, right? So his release, I see, okay, he's going across the formation. Now I need to catch the upfield shoulder. I'm on the upfield shoulder, making sure I don't get picked by the other crosser. We call this grid. And so this is something we practice all the time. Our offense runs it too. So I know this is coming, and I can kind of see the QB out of my peripherals. I'm just hoping he throws it because I like the position I'm in. Here we go, ball's in the air. Once again, I was upset about last week not getting the PBU, so here we are. And this is something Coach Hill teaches us, it's called gloving it. So you see a little swipe at the end, but you see how I kind of try to keep my hands static versus a full arm swipe that just gives you more opportunity. There's more variables, you can miss the swipe there. So I tried to work the glove technique. And yeah, I was talking to Eddie, I was like, I should try to tip that to you. Like, oh, you've tipped it to me enough. So, and then we had to hit a little celly. I tried to keep it after TCU. I tried to keep a little more under control, but
just don't look incomplete.
At him, right? Yeah,
just
don't
look back at the ball.
Okay,
Okay, at West Virginia this week. Obviously a long road trip, night game. Cougs play well at night. How you feeling about the opportunity to get bowl eligible this week?
I've heard it's a hostile environment, so we'll go in expecting that. West Virginia is a place that I've never been, so it should be fun. Night games are always fun under the lights. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't really know. I don't have much more else to say than I'm just ready to play another game. So.
Okay, well, congrats on the success against Texas and good luck against West Virginia, crew.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you, man.